it's already March 2021, basically. Yes. So, it's already like a year now being on quarantine, and pretty much it's just getting worse and worse each day. Basically, it's just getting worse. So, is there anything new yet? No, there's no difference. The only difference is I'm gonna release lack of videos this year based on schoolworks with like so many personal stuff with like many reasons basically. But like still it's already stressful. Like, it's just stressful. And then like the lack of motivation when you're trying to edit a video. Yes. And pretty much it's hard to work every time you have such a low motivation. So might be gonna get released somewhere April. I don't know. I'm still trying to work on it quick. But yeah, ever since there's a lot of issue going on, so it probably might take a while to like complete the whole thing. So yeah. But today I'm going to talk things that happened during quarantine basically. So yeah. So this is going to be part one, this is going to be two part of this, so yes. So basically in this part I'm going to talk about online class. Basically, I know people barely like to talk about this, but I really, really want to talk about this due to the things that really did happen during online class. Yes. So, you know how online class seems simple at first until you get like lots of works, like many of homeworks. Like, for example, your English teacher already gave you a homework, and then your math teacher is giving you another homework, and then your other teacher is giving you homework. That's equal 3 homework. One homework is already taking a long time to just work in it, even though it's short. But like, sometimes the answer can get ridiculous. So obviously, you're gonna might want to do some research, and then after that, you have to do another homework after finishing the first one. That's like already a whole nother pain working. And finally, the last one. Even though it's only 3 whatsoever, if you're thinking it's easy, it's not. It's basically really hard. You have to like mostly write almost everything in there. As it was just pretty much really stressful to just write the homework. But yeah, so then like they were giving us assignments to somehow just record yourself and speak. That's like something that is awkward basically, especially when you're not used to it. So like you have to record about such a thing. So like for example, this year want you to talk about science. So you have to record yourself talking about science, what you know about it, and all the stuff in it basically. And oh god, you have to script almost every single thing yourself, like the thing that you have to say for the opening, the closing. That's just what it is. And I mean, it's the same thing with face-to-face school, but like you have to record yourself, and that's gonna take more insecurities and having more anxiety than ever, because you have to record yourself in front of a camera no matter what it takes. And yeah, even if it's not like many people is watching you, but if you're insecure and having anxiety being in front of a camera, then you know how hard it is to have to deal with it, because you have to, or else you will have to fail class basically. And that's the annoying part. Like you have no choice, you have to do it unless you want to fail. Basically in this point, when you got an assignment from the teacher, well, you know how to get some group chats. If they don't, then that's just okay. That's fine. But so like they have their own group chat basically, and so you were given an assignment to record yourself and talk about basically daily routines. So yeah, we did that. So even though you record yourself and all that, but like you don't know who is watching your video. Like, for example, you're just gonna send it in the group chat because yes, that's the only place to somehow send the homework. Like, you can't, like, I don't think they allow you to like just DM them and give the homework so no one can see your assignment. But basically, they you record yourself. After that, you send it to group chat, and then like at this point, the difference is face-to-face calls you can see who's watching you, but in this thing, you never know who's watching your video, which is like getting more yikes. I mean, obviously the teacher, but imagine other student wanting to open to just look at your video and somehow they can think how cringe you are and try to think like you're the smart one, you're good at this whole assignment thing, but like seriously though. So even though you have to script about yourself in face-to-face school, but like it's more easier than just have to think for hours and hours to just because in home you know you have to even though it's only for like a few hours to work it, but like still it's not as stressful as you thought it's gonna be because like you know in online school you have to work it yourself in order to be true. The most thing I hate about online class is where you can teach other people answers is like for example you're gonna have like an exam and then like you well not exam maybe but like homework for example so like you got your homework done and you return your homework because so usually at school we always just kind of return them like we don't do much about it like we don't cheat and like we always work on ourselves for that. But at this point, you know, everyone just have to be sent in the group chat. Everyone can see your work basically. So like you never know if someone click on it, cheat on your answer because basically the answer in the either in the paper that we were given is actually the same. But usually if it's face-to-face school, you know you have to work on yourself. You're not allowed to look your book and all that. Yes. And that the answer is different, but at this point, everyone answers is similar. There's just many similarities. So, but the most suspicious thing when it came into returning homework, you never know. Like, oh, you download this someone else work, so you can copy their answers, and then you somehow accidentally like return the other person's homework instead of your own homework, and now that they know that you're cheating on the homework, like, but like imagine you're cheating on such a simple question. That will be a little bit weird, embarrassing, kind of awful, but like, you know. It just is what it is. But for exams, it's really much fun. But like, still, you can cheat your book. That doesn't mean anything at all, basically. But yeah, sometimes the homework can get confusing. Doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, it's just like it's hard to understand things these days. Even though you have a meeting, but still, it's not like you have to go face to face basically because you don't understand anything at all because you know it's just it's like you attend class for nothing because you still have to figure out yourself because usually when the teachers already explain you remember how the winning is and now you can just work it easily. But at this point the teacher explain you no matter how much you complain to your own student if you're a teacher, no matter how much it is, trust me, it's really hard to understand these days. Like no matter how much you ask them like, oh, you're confused or what, you want me to explain again, it doesn't matter how much you explain them, it's hard to understand these days. But like seriously, it can get stressful and yeah. But yeah, even though real life school is more kind of stressful than this, but like at least you can understand that the fact you can get your grade a little bit more better and all that because like for some reason things can get weird based on the question in the homework, and then it doesn't make any sense at all. And now you're just gonna get it is what it is, basically. I mean, it's fine to get daily homework, but like, not multiple one. I guess because like, okay, so like imagine 5 homework, or should I say just 3 homework? Okay, 3 homework. I'll have to do, and you don't have to return them all in the same day, no matter what it takes. And the time limit is until 9 a.m. before class ending, which is an hour before class ending and all that whatsoever. And just so then, like, you have to work on a rush no matter what it takes. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun where in online class you can like work together with other people. Even you can do that in real life school still, but like seriously though, like you can work together sometime. But the most thing I hate from my experience where people just wanting to get my answer but not wanting to think of their answer. Basically, it's like, oh, I don't know what this answer is. I'm just gonna ask, but the way I'm gonna ask is where like, oh hey, I want to be sure if I'm getting this right or not. So is it okay if you show me your answer so we can see which one is right, which one is wrong, and all that? That's like the thing that I really hate. Like, seems kind of sus over here, cause like, why you're doing it why you're doing that for some reason. Like, your answer that if it's wrong, then okay, you just accept it. Accept the fact that you're wrong. Like, it doesn't matter anything anymore. Just accept the fact that you're wrong. If you're wrong, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, imagine your answer, you're asking for someone else's answers, and then you when they are wrong, and then yourself is wrong too, and then you're gonna blame them. Excuse me, if you didn't cheat, you probably, I mean, you can still fail, but like, you don't blame other people for that. But yeah, glad the person who did that is actually being cautious about it, because like, it is confusing not knowing what to do about the homework itself. But yes, whew. I mean, online classes is what it is apparently, and hoping for it to get normal as soon as possible. And so hopefully we can understand more, because yes. So I have nothing much to say now. So yes, I guess that's it for now, and I guess we'll see you in the next video. So peace.